Hey, Cailen Ascher here from Calm Biz, and today I want to share with you 4 ways to use social media to bring in more yoga students and grow your yoga community. Something I get asked a lot by my clients is that do they really need a Facebook page or a Twitter following or to use these social media platforms in order to grow their yoga business? And the truth is, you don't need social media. There are other ways to bootstrap your marketing to get out there and grow your following by showing up for speaking gigs and things of that nature where you're in person making connections. But in this day and age, so much of our time is spent online that even if you're a local teacher and only want to stay a local teacher with a local community and the local following, you still need to think about ways of connecting with your students as they prefer to be connected with. And oftentimes, that is online via social media and email. So the first thing I recommend is to set up a Facebook page. Facebook pages are free, and it's really important to recognize the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook profile. A page is a business-oriented page that is specifically about you as a yoga teacher. Now, in all likelihood, your studio probably has a page, or if you work at a gym or some other venue, they have a Facebook page that maybe you interact with some students on. But it's important to have ownership of it. So creating your own Facebook page as a teacher is a wonderful way to connect with your students. You can invite them to post their questions, you can share pictures, images, inspiring quotes, and it's really a nice way to kind of build this little microcosm of community outside of the studio. Another thing I know you've heard me say, and I'll say it again, is to start a yoga newsletter. Send it out once a month, twice a month, every week, whatever commitment level you feel comfortable with, but it's really a great way to, again, build relationships with your students and to build community. By just sharing your knowledge, sharing your tips, your advice, the information that you have and possess about yoga with your students, it gives them a way to bring their yoga out of the classroom, out of the studio, off their mat, and infuse it into their day-to-day lives. You could share images of yoga poses, poems, quotes, a bit of yoga philosophy. If you like writing, you could write blog posts. You could share your personal experience, your journey into yoga. Whatever it is that you think communicates who you are as a teacher and would give them a better sense of what it would be like to work with you on a deeper level. Number 3, another thing I think is a great idea is to start a yoga blog. And obviously this means that you need to have a yoga website. Again, another essential, but we'll save that for another teaching because that's a big topic unto itself. But a yoga blog is a great resource for your students. Plus, it gives them a place, again, to learn from you outside of the yoga studio. And the really great thing about having a yoga blog in conjunction with your yoga newsletter is that you can use that content in both places. You don't have to generate fresh content every place you show up. If you write a blog post, mail that blog post out in your newsletter. Reuse that content because you really want to get as much juice out of the content you create as possible so it's a worthwhile experience for you and for your students. And lastly, I highly recommend using the internet as a way to connect with fellow yogis and yogic business people, yoga entrepreneurs, and things of that nature. Because I found in my own business some of the very, very best opportunities that have come my way, whether that be private client referrals, speaking opportunities, chances to meet and grow my community have come not necessarily from the people that I'm working with, but the people who I would consider my colleagues who are also teaching the business of yoga, teaching yoga marketing, and working with similar clients to those that I connect with. So reach out to fellow teachers, maybe ones that are a few steps ahead of you doing some really cool stuff. Let them know that you're out there. Let them know what you're interested in and see how you can help them. And by offering your help to them, they're going to be that much more open-hearted and accepting to bring you in and maybe send some opportunities your way. Also, you don't have to just think about networking with yoga teachers. You could also think about reaching out to complementary businesses, massage therapists, personal trainers, acupuncturists, chiropractors, people that you can maybe refer business back and forth with. That's a really great way to grow your community. And again, it's so easy nowadays to reach out to these people because almost everyone has a website, and if you don't, you should think about getting one. and everyone has an email address. So sending them a really friendly, casual email asking how you can help them is a great way to open the door to build these real relationships with people. So again, just a quick recap. Start a Facebook page, start a yoga newsletter, start a yoga blog, and always be reaching out to yogic entrepreneurs who you can support and who can support you on your journey. So as always, I hope these tips were helpful, and for more yoga business and marketing advice, head on over to calmbiz.com and I will see you there.